Good morning, everyone. This is Joe coming to you from Horse Naturally in Wedgefield, South Carolina. And if you don't recognize this baby right here, this would be Bella. Yeah, she doesn't look quite the same. She's a little on the thin side, a little skinny. And we're going to see if we can't get her nurse back to health. You can see that just after feeding her last night her ribs were kind of showing pretty good. But sometimes that happens whenever you take them on long road trips. And poor Bella, she was in a trailer for about 3.5 hours. Got caught in a lot of heavy traffic on the way back. But and she was a little stressed, but once she realized where she was at, she hopped right out of the trailer and went straight to grazing and started neighing. And I believe she was probably calling some of her old herd mates, which would be Moon, EzPz, Sunny, and Big Red. Unfortunately, she doesn't know yet that Moon is gone. But so I came out here early this morning and letting her eat, and it's obvious she's got to get her teeth floated because you can see she's dropping a lot of her feed on the ground. Want to say hi to everybody, Bell Bell? Bell Bell? At least her eye's not swollen like it used to be. Tia did a good job on that. They properly diagnosed her with I forgot what it's called. It starts with a G. But as you can see, she's thin right here around the withers, and of course her hindquarters are real small, and that's not indicative of a quarter horse. And she got a little bit of swelling on the back ankles, and sometimes that's just from inactivity. But if you look at the left one, that one's already gone down, and the right one seems to be about the same. So sometimes that happens, guys. I mean, I'm no veterinarian. I can't diagnose every single thing, but I have read that when horses don't get worked a whole lot and they stay around in small little tiny paddocks, and that tends to happen, especially when their protein levels start to drop. And the loss of protein, of course, is what you see right here. It's just not enough muscle. So you know, I use oats, natural oats. It comes from Manning, South Carolina, and it's mixed with a little bit of corn, and it has some protein mixed in it. I think it's about 9% protein. And if this doesn't work, then we'll temporarily boost her up to a senior mix. I don't like using processed grains because of all the chemicals and stuff that they put in it. But for those who do a lot of you know, high performance riding, yeah, they have to rely on those processed grains because natural grains won't do it. But I had her fed on this stuff before, so we're going to see how long it would take to get her weight back up. Former owner, Tia, said that she had started losing weight shortly after going to that stable that she was at, and that had something to do with the guy that was supposedly training her. I don't know what he was doing to train, because she was already a good horse. But anyways, I guess his feeding habits were not as good. But anyways, I just have her in here in the round pen because I didn't want to stress her out last night by mixing her with her old herd, which would be EzPz, and of course my wife's horse, Bailey and Bentley and Mac. So best thing to do is just, you know, keep her isolated overnight. Now after she's done eating, I'm going to bathe her down, and I'm going to check her hoofs and clean them, and then I'm going to probably stick her in the large ring over there, and I'm going to grab EzPz and put him in there with her and give those two a chance to reintegrate, and then we'll put them back in the paddock after a couple hours. I figured while they're spending time together, I'm going to go ahead and start bush hogging some of that land out there. But anyways, more to come, so stand by, and we'll get you some more footage shortly as soon as she's done eating. Okay, we're back, and I got Bella in the breezeway. This was her old paddock, and of course that's where she was wanting to go, but that paddock is being used by 2 other horses. And I let EzPz out with his halter on, and they had a brief greeting earlier when she ran in the breezeway. As soon as she smelled EzPz, she immediately walked away. So apparently she remembers him. And Bella and Easy really weren't the two that hung out together. It was mostly her and Moon. And so we'll see what happens with just the 2 of them. So what I'm going to do is kind of encourage her to walk towards him. So all I'm going to do is use my body as pressure. Here we go. And now she's trotting. And I had the breezeway roped off, so we'll see these 2 reacquaint. Bella's down there neighing, squealing, and she gave up space. Now, of course, EzPz is going to come towards me, so they're already back together. That's good. They're grazing together. He's already taken charge. There was no battle, so this is good. All right, I'll get some more footage. What I'm gonna do is leave these two alone. I got their gate open so they have access to water. I gotta go out there and start cutting some grass. So I'll catch some footage before I leave, folks. We'll see you shortly. Okay, I'm all done for today. I did about 4 hours of bush hogging and I'm hurt. I'm sore, hot, tired. And I had EzPz and Bella in the breezeway. They're all back to being a herd again. So that pleases me. Obviously, EzPz is the herd leader. It only took him a few seconds to get leadership over. And of course, Bella submitted. She whined a little bit, but you can see how the two of them are together. But everything looks good. I'm tired for the day, so I'm going to go home and gave them some fresh water, and they got hay down there on the end. And Bella just got fed for a third time today, so it'll take a while to get some weight back on her, but you can see how her withers are showing. And EzPz's pushing her off. That's good. They're going to the hay. So since they're done for the day, so am I. I'm going to split and let these two have at it. And go down there and feast on the hay together. And hopefully sometime by the end of the week, as soon as I'm done bush hogging the paddocks, I'm going to move them to that end paddock and swap out with the Pasifino that's supposed to be in there. But the wire came down, so the Pasifino was in Mandy's paddock, and Lori's going to take care of that tonight. So anyways, welcome home, Bella. Thanks again, Tia, for taking care of her for the past couple of years while I was going through surgery. Sorry for the shaking because I'm zooming in. I thought this camera had anti-shutter mode. I guess not. And the two of them walk off into the, not necessarily the sunset, but they're all walking off together, and that makes me happy. So, family reunited. God bless you all. Take care of yourself. And this is Joe signing off. Until next time, this is Horsing Naturally saying goodnight.